Welcome to Witchcast!
Cause it's Witchcast!
I'm Emily.
I'm Kate.
And we're your co-hosts of this, the Witchcast Pod. I can't talk. What just happened? And we're your co-hosts of this, the Witchcast Podcast.
Oh my god. That's right. We're your learning, growing, ever-evolving novice witches here to explore everything under the woo-woo, esoteric, spiritual umbrella.
And also occasionally to talk, which is not one of my strong suits.
Which is why we have a podcast.
Right, yeah, this is going super well for me. And today we have a very lovely guest.
Yay! So excited.
Friend of the pod, please welcome. Kate, take it away.
You know him, you love him. He is a social media icon. He's an astrologer. He's a silly goose. He's amazing. Please welcome Cole Prots, aka JK, it's Cole.
Hi,
Yay.
They can't see I'm waving, but I'm waving.
Hi,
everyone. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, we missed you. So happy to have you. Your content gives me such life.
Oh, thank you. It gives me life too. You know, it quite literally pays my bills.
Quite
So.
literally
Yeah.
gives you life. Yeah. How have you been? What have you been up to? There's so much going on.
Oh, a lot going on. I've been working on over the past like year and a half, 2 years, I've been working on a super secret project that I'm able to talk about very, very soon.
Oh.
But I can't, that just came to my mind. I'm in grad school, essentially studying witchcraft. I call it am I allowed to swear?
Of
Oh, yeah.
course.
Oh.
Okay, I'm
Fuck
calling
yeah.
it my like my cunty little sociology degree.
I
It's
love that.
basically like witchcraft and belief systems and spirituality. So I've been in school.
I didn't know you could go to school for that. That's amazing.
I didn't either until my mentor, who's a fabulous astrologer, was like, I know everyone who's on this board and who teaches here. Do you want to? Because I was talking about going to get like a different master's. She was like, do this, and I said, okay, why not? And
Say
I love
less.
it, and I'm doing great.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
Oh
a
my
lot of behind the scenes kind of work for Cole over the past
I love
year.
that. Oh my
A lot
God.
of seed planting that's hopefully going to come to light in 2026.
That's so exciting.
Mm.
I feel like, not to jump into the astrology and the cosmos too soon, but I feel like that is sort of a theme I've been seeing online, that next year is a year where this year was a lot of building tumultuous energy. This next year is going to be maybe a bit more about things coming to fruition or like
And like
coming to a head. Can you
action.
speak a little to like what's the energy like?
Yeah, so on one hand, 2025 I think was the worst fucking year ever.
What a fucking year. Oh my
I didn't think it could
God.
get worse after 2020. I thought we were on the up and up.
They just keep proving me wrong. I think we hit bottom. And then...
It's like the Mariana Trench. It just keeps going deeper and deeper.
Yeah,
You
we're
just
gonna
keep
find
on
a
bonk,
megalodon.
bonk, bonk,
Yeah.
going down. We're as the opposite of the Huntrix, whatever they are. We're going down, down, down. We're not going up, up, up. But I do think that we're going to be going up, up, up in 2026. A lot of what happened in 2025 was a lot of like Pisces related energy, a lot of Pisces themes. Saturn's in Pisces, Neptune's been in Pisces. The lunar nodes are in the Pisces Virgo axis, with the North Node, which is like where we're going, being in Pisces. And Pisces is all about endings. It's all about surrender. It's all about letting go. But it's also about this sort of like Delulu escapist kind of vibe. So like if you've felt like you've been in the Twilight Zone, as if like everything that you've ever like repressed or ran away from has just like come up to the surface, and now it's just like stripping away all of like the gunk and shit that just piled up, and you just have to face it. That's kind of what's going on. I would say it's like the snake shedding its skin so that it can be
Yes.
like reborn in 2026. Because the astrology of 2026,
Girl.
it is a lot more refreshing. It's like very Aries, it's very fiery, it's very energetic and passionate, but it's also still just like the beginning phases of this transition from letting all the shit go into like building something new.
Wow. Yeah, I feel that. I was kind of crazy laughing internally when you were describing that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
also feel like this is oh my god, again, words. Like, I think this is also related to the Chinese zodiac as well, like the
Mm-hmm.
year of the wood snake, and then now we're moving into the fire horse, which I'm like very excited
Oh.
about. So I don't know a
Well,
lot about
so
Chinese
aligned with the Aries stuff.
zodiac,
You
but
know?
yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, you said shedding skin. I was like, oh yeah, we were in the year of the snake. It's all about that.
Well, and I think I'm not the biggest numerology diva, but I do respect the art of numbers as someone
Yes.
who famously hates math. It just
Same.
is a little beyond me. But a lot of the witchy woo woo divas in my life who I follow have all been saying like this 2025 is a 9 numerology year, and from my understanding, essentially 9 parallels a lot of like the Pisces themes of like endings, like a little bit disruptive, and then going into next year because it's 2026, it should be a 1 numerology year. And for those who don't know, essentially how you do that, you just add up the numbers of 2026. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is 10, and then add those together, that's
Yep.
1. Right, there we go. You want to get one digit, just one digit. That's how math works. So it really is, we're like on the precipice of like, ooh, all of this shit is ending, something new is coming, something new is building. It's just a matter of like, what is that actually going to be?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It's as we all hold with bated breath.
Yes,
like,
I
it's
know.
exciting. Yes, put the good out. It's gonna be
Yes,
good.
manifest it.
Right, it's gonna be a positive. It's gonna be a positive. It's gonna be a positive
Uh-huh.
this time for sure. This is
It
gonna be
has
the time.
to.
I feel like when I saw like the astrology for this year, I was like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. Like all this Pisces energy. Like I love like digging deeper. I love emotion. And no, I'm fighting it the whole way. The whole fucking year, I've just been like, no, I don't want to feel my feelings. I don't want to think about that. Like, I don't want to go back to therapy.
But it's so necessary.
It's
It
so
really, it's just like,
necessary.
I don't know. It's like, what are you gonna do? Talk to ChatGPT about your feelings?
Boo.
We can't be doing that.
No.
I'm sorry. If any of you all listening talk to ChatGPT like a therapist, please stop that nonsense right now.
Please
That
don't
is,
do that.
that is not a real therapist. Get off the line.
I thought about it once. I didn't do it, but I thought about it. I was having a real bad day, and I was like, "What's
You can
free?"
always text me and I'll act like an AI bot for
But
you.
it's not
Right.
free.
We'll give you the
Cost
yes
of
and you're looking
environment.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, look, I'm not gonna say I never use ChatGPT, but it's only for work. But also, and I try
Scandal.
and use it very minimally. But it does waste like a bottle of water per prompt, they say. It's like
Oh.
destroying our environment. And also like they're stealing all of your
Sucks.
info. Like everything you send them, they're selling. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's no
Well, and-
confidentiality there.
And I think that what I've noticed a lot is because when like ChatGPT like was first starting, I was like, oh, I'm curious about how this is going to impact me as an astrologer, and it definitely has. Like there are a lot of people who go to AI
Yeah.
bots for astrology, and it's wrong. It's just
Yeah.
like
Of course.
flat out
Straight up
wrong. And I did like a lot of, you can flame me in the comments, you can come at me and told me I was wasting the water. I will take shorter showers just for you. Don't worry. But I was like, I wanted to do a lot of testing with it. So I was like, hey, here's this specific transit. Say it was like, this planet is moving into this sign on this day and it's going to be in this house. I was like, tell me what that means. And it started talking about a different sign. It started talking about themes that were not even associated to that planet. And it was talking about things that were not even connected to that particular house in the chart. So I was like, oh. And I've gone back, I think maybe like a month or two ago, just to kind of like do another test because I'm curious now that it's been out
Right.
for
It's
a
had
lot
time
longer.
to train. Is it
It's
doing
still
better?
wrong. Like
Right.
the training is still wrong. So a lot of the times when people are going to these sources for information, they're getting dog shit data. They're just not getting the right stuff. So it's kind of like you're wasting your time and the resources of the natural environment.
100%.
Yeah.
Two birds, one stone of fuckery.
That's
Two
anyone
birds,
who
one
really loves it. I think they should try looking up something that they know a lot about and see what they get back. Because I think
Yeah,
anytime you
that's a
do
good
something that
test.
you're like actually knowledgeable about, you're like, oh, this isn't right. And then it's like, oh, apply that to everything I don't know that I'm asking it.
Right.
Right.
And
It's
I'm
like,
just
what is that
stressing.
myth? Like, not the emperor. Is it the emperor wearing no clothes? It's like or the Pied Piper. It's like all just like so misleading and fake. I actually I took a marketing course for AI like at work because of course everyone at work loves AI. They're like really pushing AI. And
Yeah.
it said that in the training they were like, AI is not built for high precision tasks.
Mhm.
Like
Mm.
it is good for maybe like finessing copy or like helping brainstorm ideas. It's better in low precision tasks like the things that humans like to do, art, literature, like writing, creative work. In
Is that
math,
good?
sciences, which astrology is a science, it's a math, like it's so analytical, it's so precise. They cannot even add simple numbers. Like that is not what these large language models and like, you know, open AI like source bots are built for. They can't. And I would say just Google it, just search for your answer, but now you're getting forced AI answers even in every single search bar.
Yeah.
So they're
I
just
hate
really
that.
shoving it down our throats. Ugh.
It's because our whole economy is based on it not failing, even though it's quite
Completely
obviously
failing?
a bubble. Yeah.
Well, it also just like gags me. We're not even talking about witchy stuff now. We're just talking
No, I
about
know.
we're just talking about AI. I love it. It's like all of these AI companies are like tanking. They're not
Yes.
making any money. They're like applying for like government bailouts, and I'm like, and I've said this for a couple years. I'm like, all of these like big tech bros, AI bros, like the energy, like the oil industry, all of it. I'm like, if you invested in like, listen, I'm not a big fan of monopolies, but they're going to exist in our lifetime as much as we want to resist them. But if they invested in like creating monopolies of like sustainable resources and things that humans actually like needed and wanted, they'd still be fucking rich, and we would actually have the things that we need. It's just like they're not only assholes, they're also idiots.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
Exactly.
great, love this for us.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's so. I mean, and here's why it's witchy. One, it's witchy to care about the environment and other people.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And two, the stock market is just astrology for bros anyway. So
Yeah.
we're just being accessible.
I feel like also, like witchiness is like the inherent like rebellion against capitalism. Like obviously,
For
like
sure.
you there's a difference, I think, obviously, into monetizing your craft into or in as like an act of service into making a living like you do, Cole. But I think like being witchy is inherently rebellion and inherently political. Like it's always about counterculture, right? It's always about like against the mainstream status quo and promoting individualism and like self-love and environmental love. Yeah. So everything we do is witchy here
Mhm.
here at Witchcast.
Everything
Here at
is
Witchcast.
witchcraft.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, I wanted to get your take on Pluto and Aquarius because we've been talking to some of our other friends who are also into astrology and astrologists and numerology and all that. How are you feeling so far in this age of Pluto and Aquarius?
I might be the one who is out there. I fucking love it. I am so for it because it is Aquarius energy is not subtle. It is in your face. Aquarius is, I was just filming a video today, and one of the things I said about a couple signs, but Aquarius was in it, is like they're on the front lines of the I don't give a fuck wars, right? They are like, they are right there being like, yeah, you're going to have to deal with it. And I think the interesting sort of like arc that I'm seeing with Pluto and Aquarius, since we're in the early days, we have at least pretty much another 2 decades of Pluto and Aquarius, is so many people are like snapping awake. They're like,
Yeah.
oh my fucking God, all of this AI is really bad. All of this corporate greed is really bad. All of this, all of that. Like it has like become such a quick snowball that I think if we think about like society as like the pendulum, like we've swung really, really far in towards like the individualistic, like more corrupt side of society. I think Pluto and Aquarius is like this other force hitting the pendulum, like preparing to swing it back. So I think what I'm seeing, at least for myself, like I'm very hopeful about it. I think that it's going to take some time for other people and like political change and social change to really take hold. But I'm at least seeing, at least in my world and like the broader scope of people who might not be within the same like political and ideological realm that I sit, still having a lot of the same conversations and a lot of the same aha moments. So while it's fucked up and while it really sucks, the more that we lean into the non-conformist, the confrontation of it all, I think the better it will be. I think this is just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I think Pluto and Aquarius, like, and I'm also a Gemini. It's like making good aspect to like a lot of my placements in my chart, like with a lot of air sign, a lot of fire in my chart. So I'm like,
Yes.
this is it. We needed this. I think the more we lean into the chaos and the more we say like, whoa, this feels like it is a contribution to some sort of grander systemic issue that I'm not comfortable with, let me do something different, the better off we'll end up being. And I'm seeing a lot of people start to do that. Small little changes build up into something really, really great. So that's all we can do. And I think
Yeah.
we as humans are just too predisposed, I think, maybe to just like needing everything to happen so rapidly and so conveniently, that it is kind of forcing us to acknowledge like it's not gonna happen like that, like we want it to. We just have to, do the radical thing, but do it through like subtle shifts and changes.
I love that. I love your attitude. I feel like it's so inspiring. I'm glad you're so optimistic about it all. I think so too. And every time I see more worse news come out, especially from our current administration, I just think to myself, they are so scared. Like,
Yeah.
our elections, our local elections have been doing so well. Like every time I try to remember the good news that's happening, that like you said, it's subtle, it's small, it's little, it feels very
Mm-hmm.
minuscule because the bad stuff feels so loud. But I also feel like the bad stuff wouldn't be so loud and be so bad if they weren't truly scared. Like they're pushing
No.
back just as much. So I think and I just was talking to a coworker today, and she was talking about her young son who's like a toddler age, and he like woke up in the morning and was like, "Oh, my foot hurts. Can you rub my foot because he's growing?" And she was like, "Growth is painful." Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I was
Oh,
like,
I
"Oh,
love that
that's so
reminder.
deep and beautiful." She's also like low key a witch, and I love her. So she was, but I was like, "Yes, like that's so true. Like growth is never smooth and easy. Like it is unfortunate. Like we were just talking about earlier. Like the shadow work, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary, right?"
Yeah.
God damn
But
it.
it is. Oh, and that's just like a good reminder because even like with the astrology of what we're going through, so many, like all of the outer planets over like since 2024 and into 2026 are shifting signs for the first time in decades. Like
Wow.
Uranus is moving into Gemini. We got a little bit of a taste of it this year. Neptune's moving into Aries out of Pisces, first time that it's changed signs in about 15 years. Pluto moving into Aquarius from Capricorn. Like these are all of like not like it's not a little Mercury retrograde where it's like this is a 3 week sort of transit. These are like decade long transits that we're just at the beginning of, right? So this
Right.
growth moment we're in is for all of them to happen at the same time, fucked up. Actually, rude as all hell.
Rude.
Rude.
Beyond rude,
Yeah.
nasty behavior. But it really is like you have like a young child, I would assume, or like a preteen going through like a 6 inch growth spurt over the course of like like 5 months or something like that. Like it's like we're all just like none of our clothes fit.
Yeah.
Like we're awkward in like this new body we're figuring out. So it's gonna take some time, but it's such good astrology because a lot of what I'm working on in like my like private life and like in my schooling is finding the parallels between psychology and astrology and psychological practices and like how like belief systems in the cosmos all work together. And astrology essentially is a reflection of our experiences, right? So if we on this collective level are all experiencing pain and experiencing this need for more collectivist sort of societies and cultures and spaces, then that's a reflection of the stars doing the same thing, being like, yeah, it's time for something new, it's time for something different. Don't keep going with the status quo because it's comfortable, because clearly it's not anymore. You're outgrowing it.
Yeah.
Love that. That's amazing.
You have such a beautiful mind.
Thank you. I know, and I don't know. I think it's my Aries moon. It's just so youthful. It's like sometimes it could be a little naive at points, but I think I don't know. It could be like my own personal philosophy of just like how I've gone through life. I'm like the only thing that you can hold on to really in times of despair are hope and love, right? So it's like if hope dies, then what's the point? And when you do not have an answer for something else, how can you bring love into the equation? And those two things I think are beyond imperative, regardless of what you believe or what you practice. Is just like find the hope and find what you love and like let those keep the fire alive at the end of the day.
I love this.
Damn, that's beautiful. You should
And
be
thank
a
you for coming to
therapist.
my TED Talk.
So that brings up another question I had is I thought while you were talking, with all these big like pretty major transits, this like major arcana time that we're in, have you noticed an influx in requests for readings? Like have you seen in your clients, like are they kind of freaking out more? Are you being called on more to play more armchair psychologist? Like curious what you're seeing in your work.
Yes and no. I think it's if I were to ask my peers, my friends, I think a lot of people are still turning to like esoteric belief systems as like an armchair sort of psychology sort of branch. I have been really, really bad about my nurturing my business this year. I have not been the most active on social as I have in the past. So like I haven't seen as much in terms of like business, but like the people who I'm connecting with are really like they're really deep, they're really profound, they're really big conversations, and it's what's made me think like in a long term I absolutely want to go get my master's and like get professional training in counseling and
Yeah.
psychology, just because a lot of what I do, like I'm sitting people and talking like through their trauma.
Right. You're already playing in that
You're
sandbox.
doing it already
Yeah.
so well. Yeah, get the license.
Exactly. What I've been saying for years, I'm an unlicensed therapist for the gays, witches, and moms going through a midlife crisis. And I'm like, if I could just have that little bit of like, you know, refinement to that approach, I'd be unstoppable.
Also, everyone wants a therapist who knows astrology. Like, that is the dream.
My therapist is a little witchy woo woo. He does like tarot readings for himself sometime. And I'm like,
Amazing.
even just knowing that, he's also gay, which like helps.
Yeah.
But even just knowing that he's like in that woo woo space, it opens up our conversations and my willingness to like explore different avenues of thinking about processing and approaching how to like better myself and better the world around me. I think one of the transits that we're going to be seeing next year, Neptune in Aries, it is going to be a bit of like the finding God within yourself sort of era, so to say. Neptune is the spirituality, Aries is the individual. So I think we will still see like a bit of a rise in like this sort of guru energy.
Yeah.
But Neptune is the delusional gaslighter at the end of the day. So it really is making sure that if you are going to go to any sort of like light worker, spiritual practitioner, someone who is going to like hold space for you in, you know, truthfully like a psychological capacity through the lens of something more esoteric, just be sure that you're doing your research on them. You know, make sure that you're giving them the time to just sort of like I don't know, just make sure they're legit, because a lot of people might, you know, be cosplaying as, you know, the second coming of Christ over these next few years.
Yeah.
That's great advice.
I feel like through all spaces, and I think AI is contributing to this too, but it's like there's just been a rise of people claiming to be experts in like so many things.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everyone on LinkedIn now is not just like, I did this project. It's like, here's how you can be like me. And it's like, I don't know you. I don't want to be like you. Who are you? How did I end up seeing this? Like, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of, I feel like there's always been this, but I think also because of their current administration and like things that they are passing, and everyone is starting to believe that they know better now than like say doctors and medical experts, and there's a validation. So I did canvas for Hillary in 2015, and like, look, she has a lot of issues. I'm not like her number one fan, but I was very adamant opposed to Trump. And I remember like going door to door, and my argument was just he will validate what everyone we do not want to be validated like thinks. Like they will all see him in power and say, oh, I was right this whole time, and they will be emboldened and things will get worse. And
and boy, right. Howdy.
Yeah. And here we are 10 years later.
Yeah, in hell.
Oh my God. You know what, Mia? Maybe the world did end in 2012 and it just took us a while to get there.
God.
Yeah, I really think we jumped timelines in 9/11. Whatever, I don't need to go there right now. But
we'll have to have a separate offline conversation about that.
Yeah.
I laugh because we can't have, I was going to say 2 episodes in a row, but it's not because we had one in between about the timeline jump.
Oh, about timeline jump? Oh, I thought you were going to say about 9/11.
And 9/11. Both of those we touched on with Zuby 2
I just can't help it. It was an informative time in our lives.
I guess it's just that time of year, you know?
It is. So
I guess so.
We're all holding space for time jumping and 9/11.
Right.
This is another really hot take, though, but I also think that, and in no way do I condone this, like in no way did I want this to happen, but I also do think that we are exactly where we need to be right now for this current age cosmically. Like I think like a Pluto and Aquarius era would not have happened under Kamala. Like, I just think it would have been more of the status quo and things
Mhm.
would have continued. Would that have been nice overall, short term? Yes. Like, would that have ushered in the energy and fire and destruction we need to for the growth and the rebirth that I think that we as a country and as society need? No. That's
Yeah.
my personal take. Again, not saying that I wanted it and I did not vote for him, but I'm just saying, like, I see what's happening and I'm like, okay, just this makes sense. This sucks. Let's keep fighting. Like, yeah.
Some people need, and this is where I think social media is very Pluto and Aquarius, like the changes we're seeing digitally, is one of the most beautiful but also one of the most destructive things of our generation and our time, is that it has conditioned all of us to exist in this sort of state of like convenience, comfort, and sameness, because obviously like there is the right way to post and the algorithm and all that jazz, but the accessibility to information and like whether it is accurate or not, like just the diversity of information is something that we've never had before. And you know, when our parents were growing up, they had the news, they had the newspaper. Before that, it was like the radio, so it was, you know, carrier pigeons at one point in time in history. So for us to be fortunate enough to be living through the period of time where people have to look at the atrocities, have to acknowledge that they exist, even if they are just through your phone, like sure there's still that distance there. It's part of what gives me that like hope of like this is like, you know, part like it's unfortunate, it's shitty, it sucks, but these atrocities have always been happening. That's the thing. Like what's been going on in the Middle East has been happening for decades. What's been going on in Africa has been happening for decades. What's been going on behind the scenes in the United States has been happening. This country was built on genocide, on slavery, on
Yes.
all of the fucked up shit that you are seeing now happening outside of the United States. Like, so it is part of that, like Pluto and Aquarius. It's like, sorry, like it's been going on. What are you gonna fucking do about it? So it's now just a matter of like, are we going to use the tools that we have and the resources in our community to actually do something, or are we just gonna like dig our heels in and be like, tough shit, I guess this is what we have to live through until, you know, we're reborn again into something different.
Probably a little bit of both, depending on the day. Some days are dig your heels in and get
right,
through it.
Depends.
But most of the time we try to move things forward.
I think we're coming to a head. I have to believe it. We're, like you said, the pendulum has swung, and everything you said is so beautiful and profound, and I completely agree. I think the pendulum has swung right now so far, right? Like it's either evolve or turn to dust. Like it's, to me, it's going to become, we as a society are either going to be our own undoing and just die off, or we're going to have to evolve. And like, you know, both are painful options.
Yeah, well,
I believe in the better one.
It's a weird twisted thought that I have, but I'm like, hey, the dinosaurs got taken out and something was rebuilt after that. I was like, Mother Nature's gonna do her damn thing, whether we like it or
Planet
not.
spins on until the sun explodes.
Exactly. So I'm like, hey, you know what? If we don't get it right, knock on wood, I hope we do. At least all of the beauty of nature is going to persevere. Like, you know, life will always keep going on, whether it's our conscious sentient beings or just the amoeba. So there's something to look out for.
Yeah, always. I have a yard now, and I have to say nothing has convinced me more that Mother Nature will always persevere than having a yard. Then I have to like deal with the constant weeds and growth, and like I'm not like a manicured lawn girly. Like I don't, you know, I'm a nature crunchy witch, but I just, even to like prevent myself from getting choked out, I have to do a little bit of maintenance. And if I leave it alone for like a week in the summer, forget it. It's Jumanji out there. So yeah, we're gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine without us.
Yeah, Goddess willing, she can re-evolve giraffes if we all go down, because they are so cool.
Yeah, I'd love for them to stick around. Manatees. I mean, the animals are great. I mean, remember like during the pandemic when we all were locked in, nature thrived. She was doing fantastic. I really thought that was going to be a turning point for us as a society. I was like, please, let's all learn from this.
We didn't. But we did. We did.
We did.
Some did.
The bigger we did not.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to ask, okay, let's look a little shorter term. We're like mid-December. How are we looking, you know, cosmically, but like vibe-wise,
personally, emotionally.
Right. How are you feeling about the holidays, the end of the year? Any tips for people, things to look out for, especially like it's going to be stressful. I'm already stressed, like being around family, etc.
Well, I think, I don't know, like the astrology of the holidays are always weird because it's Julian calendar end of the year, so we're all thinking about like, oh, like it's the end of the year, what are our resolutions? But astrologically speaking, it's just like the beginning of winter. So it's like
Right.
we're, Yule comes along, the solstice comes along right around Christmas time, right around Hanukkah, like right around all of these big sort of end of December holidays, and it's the light coming back. Like the days are getting shorter, 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 shorter for the next like 2-ish weeks, but then the light comes back. So I think, if I'm going to be like very esoteric about it, like just think about how is the light coming back into your life. Like I know family is stressful. I know that family is dramatic. I have my own shit with my family that I've been dealing with that I'm like, I want to choke these bitches out. But, think about where are the avenues where, the light is still present, because it never goes away fully. It never dies. Like there's always going to be even a little period of like sunlight, even in like the darkest of moments. And I think the astrology of the end of the year, it's pretty chill. It's not too crazy. We're like, a couple bigger planetary retrogrades that have been going on for a couple months now. There's no Mercury retrograde, which is nice. The new moon at the end of this month in Sagittarius isn't too bad. So I think it really is just thinking about, okay, what is all the shit that we have gone through this year?
Mm.
Acknowledge it, sit with it, because I think it is super important, especially since we're in Sagittarius season, and as we're at the end of this, like these big Pisces transits, to not let the delusion of like, or like the promise of a new day just keep us through these cycles of just like la di da di da. It's like, no, actually like look at what have you experienced, what have you learned, how have you grown. But like especially through that, like the hard shit, like the really really difficult stuff that you've gone through this year, what has kept that light alive? Because I think that's going to be the thing to nurture the most going into 2026, and it's just going to be a good sort of like gratitude reminder. Any sort of ritual that you might want to do, use that as like the intention at the end of this holiday, because I think we can get lost up in thinking about like what do we need to accomplish going into 2026, or like all the things that we didn't get done. But I like to really reframe it through the lens of like, what did we do? What did we experience? And what was kind of like a stable pillar there just to like keep us going through it all.
Mm.
I love that. That's so great.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, but
I,
yeah, the holidays are shit though. So like, if you're listening and you're like, God, fuck, it was like this dick, he's on here talking about all this light and love shit. I was like, no, I'm right there with you. Like it is like I had like a dog shit family year. I had to do a lot of like really really hard personal conversations, start a lot of really tough conversations with my siblings and my parents and like extended family. Like is another reason why I haven't been like as like consistent with like my posting and like consistent with like my social presence, because I'm like, a lot of what I'm working on has been internal behind the scenes, and
sometimes you've got to,
you got to do it. You
Yeah.
have to do that inner work in order to like make external changes. Like it's just not going to happen otherwise. And I'm like, yeah, it fucking sucks, but like you're still here at the end of the day, like and like if you're still here, like physically still here, mentally still here, emotionally still here, there is potential for something to change. Like there is potential for you to make an impact, make a difference, like accomplish what you want to down the road. Like the past is a past, you can't go back and change it, you just have to keep moving forward. But whatever helped keep you together, keep that shit in line, is like give a little gratitude to it. Like because I think we just forget in this capitalist
100.
post-capitalist society to just appreciate the fact that we made it to another day. It's always about like
Absolutely.
what's the next goalpost. Like just be happy you're here.
Yeah.
Ugh, you should be a therapist. That's so good. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the goal. Eventually we'll
I
get
also
there.
always forget that the solstice means like the sun is coming back. I think that's such a wonderful like mantra to keep in mind, because I know a lot of people experience like that seasonal depression. The days, girl, honey, they're so dark. It's hard. And I like winter overall as a season, but it's hard. So I love that, like keeping all of that in mind and that gratitude and holding space for all of those feelings. Yes. That's Pisces energy too, for sure.
It really is. It's just like everything everywhere all at once. And I know that Capricorn season doesn't always give off the most like the most like jovial of energy. I mean, it's fucking Capricorn. Christ, like it's not like
Get
it's
your
not
taxes in order, ladies.
hey, hey, Q4 is coming to a close. Let's hit our quota,
Fiscal
baby.
year, yeah.
No, it's very much giving that energy.
Oh my
I think,
God.
like, I don't know, Capricorn, if we're thinking about like the imagery of it, it's the sea goat, right? You know, so it leads with all of this very material goat, you know, sort of earthy energy, but it's always followed by the watery emotional stuff. So, like, sure, the present thought is going to be something more tangible, more like concrete, but the subconscious is still carrying that, like, that deeper, more emotional, spiritual side.
It's
Oh,
so
I
funny
love
that
that.
Capricorn has like one of the most whimsical,
Right?
like, you know, like,
Yeah.
like
I
animals
know. I always
or
forget about the
creatures or
seagull. I always
whatever.
forget about that mermaid tail on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's just hanging back there, you know, just like la la.
Yeah, surviving the holidays. Yeah, I feel like your tips are so much better. I was just gonna be like, don't forget you can like stir feelings into your like
Oh,
soup
for
or
sure.
whatever,
Oh my
you
God,
know,
cooking
like-
Your soup.
Yeah, cooking is
Yeah.
witchcraft. All of
Yes.
it. Like put ritual behind it. Oh my God, I saw this like gorgeous like little Yule mandala, however you pronounce it. Like
Mhm.
there were like beans and there were like pomegranate seeds and the
Oh,
candles and
cool.
like pine, and it was so I'll find it on Instagram. I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Stunning. Like yeah, any like your decorations can be like ritual. Like it's all it is also like it's so ancient and it's so deep and it's just like it really is intention at the end of the day, like whatever you end up doing, even if it is just like sprinkling a little salt, you know, as you walk into the doorway of like your parents' house, and be like, okay, we're protecting this
Yeah.
space, like staging before dinner, before your crazy aunt comes by, you know, or the in-laws come over. Yeah, like there's little things that you can do. And I'm a realist at the end of the day. Like I love all of the witchy woo woo ness of it all, but you know the intention is nothing without action. So if you find yourself, you know, getting a little bit plucked by something that a family member is saying, as much as the ego would love to clap back, just kind of like, you know, remember it's the holidays, so you know the more that you lead with good energy, I think the more that it'll come back to you. Like I'm thinking about my grandma right now. Hi, Grandma. She's not listening. She's definitely not listening to. She is addicted to being a bitch. She absolutely is, and she will read you the house down boots. Like I
Oh
went
my
to go
God.
visit her, and she was like, and she's a Libra, which is crazy. She was like, I'm super judgmental. She's like, for example, like, I don't like your earrings that you're wearing. And my response to her, rather than getting sassy, was like, well, they're on me, not you. So why do you care? Shut her up.
Yes.
Shut her up. She was like,
Yes.
oh, okay. I was like, girl, you're not getting any sort of rilement out of me. I'm here to have a good time with you, to play cards, to like catch up. I was like, we're not getting into all of this. Like,
Good for you.
yeah, as long as you can kind of like carry that essence with you into the holidays.
You're
Like,
such a bigger person than me.
well, listen, I leave, and the second I'm doing, I'm calling my mom. I was like, can you fucking believe what this woman said to me? She's like trying to talk shit about my earrings, my gorgeous little antique earrings that I got.
Right.
Please.
I
That's
do also love though the idea of a bitchy grandma. It's so like antithetical to like the stereotype. But also, okay, I do want to do this if you're open to it. We did
Yeah.
because Libras are judgmental as hell. I think they're
Mhm.
actually like real low key bitchy, even though they love to think they're just flirty and
For
pretty.
sure.
We talked about this earlier. We did a zodiac roast on at our live show, and it was a
Okay.
huge hit. People love shitting on the signs. You are iconic for your zodiac breakdowns and your astrology reading. I want to know who's the worst at the holiday dinner table. Like what are the holiday signs be doing?
Oh, who's the worst? I mean, they're all bad. They all
Yeah.
have their bad like
Give it
little
up. Give it to all
moments.
of us.
Everyone's a nightmare at the holidays in their own way.
Yeah.
We're all like tweaking a little bit. Okay, I will say
That seasonal affective
I want to
disorder.
rule out some of the signs that I'm like are not doing like too much.
Not doing the worst?
chaos.
Okay.
I would say Pisces is, you know, they're not doing the most. They're
Yeah.
kind of like they're realistically actually freaking out by having so many people there that they're just like, I'm gonna have my wine and I'm gonna sit in the corner.
Yes.
do my thing.
Absolutely.
I really don't think Taurus is just gonna keep it to themselves. Similar like with Scorpio, like they definitely have shit to talk and they'll do it to each other, but they're not gonna like derail the whole family extravaganza. I think Libra in that same realm, like they'll drop some like petty one-liners, but it really won't like be picked up too much. Capricorn. Capricorn, I'm sorry. Much love, hearts in the chat to any Capricorn listening. Y'all can be a fucking menace during the holidays. It is just like, it is petty, it is critical, it is judgmental. It's like, well, I would have done it this way. And it was like, but I'm just not hosting this year. It's like, you could have volunteered, bitch. Okay? You definitely could have. Sagittarius is always going to act a fucking fool at any sort of situation. I'm sorry. Love my Sagittarius.
It's so true. Buddies. It's so true. I'm going to be bringing up politics. I'm going to get too drunk. I'm going to start a fight. Yeah, it's going to happen.
And you know what? You're like 20 minutes later going to be like, and who wants to open presents? Yep, like it absolutely. Didn't even fucking happen. And it's like, okay, the whiplash, Gemini for sure. I have to represent my fellow Gemini baddies. Like yes. We're equally
we'll be there together. Yeah.
Oh my God. Get a Gemini and a Sagittarius at the same table, across the table from each other, so they can kind of like telepathy, like, oh, you bring up this, I'll bring up this, and we'll just like let them go at each other from the middle. And then I don't know if I were to give it to like another one. Oh, messy divas. It's got like, I guess like Aries. I mean,
that's what I was thinking.
Stir the pot.
Yeah, too hot. I mean, like, and they're very much like, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Too controlling,
yeah.
So they'll pop off, they'll clap back. I think Aries at the holiday is just like, will always just find a way to bring it back to them, and that's why they start acting up. Is that they're like, okay, I get it, you just had a child this year, but like I woke up before 10 o'clock today, so we should celebrate that.
Where's my like comfy chair and
exactly.
everybody's serving me.
It was like, oh, you didn't get me what I wanted? Okay, great. Here's my attitude for like the next, 4 months. Sag, Gemini, Aries. Watch out for them at the dinner table this holiday. Make sure you cut them off after like, that second glass of wine, have a glass of water, because they've been sitting on it for a year. That's what I'll say. Like, they've just been waiting for everyone to get together to just pop off.
I love it. Good advice.
Thank you. Very good.
So good. I was like picturing the whole thing. It's like a new Norman Rockwell painting.
I should make the seating chart for like the holidays.
Yes.
Ooh, I like that.
To cause the most chaos.
Yes.
To like really
chaos
like
holiday party.
It's like, I want the nastiest, like I want people fighting, I want food being thrown, and it would be Gemini and Sagittarius at the heads of the table. Absolutely. And everything just and put like, to be so nasty, put Pisces, Libra, and Cancer like at the middle of the table, so it's all just kind of like compiles in on them.
That
would
mean.
be good.
I love it.
Gemini with an Aries moon right here.
There you go. You speak from a
malevolent
place of knowledge.
Exactly.
I love that. That's great.
I love it. Okay, what else can we talk about for like Christmas, Yule, holiday season? Do you guys have any winter solstice plans? Do you do anything for it?
I mean, I don't know. I think like I'm like a very chill, casual witch. I'm like, whatever speaks to me in the moment. I do my new moon, I do my full moon rituals that are like pretty consistent. For this, like part of my me blending my astrology with my psychology, something I've talked a lot about over this past year is just like consistency and follow through. So Capricorn season is kind of when I'm taking it as like, okay, this is where, because I'm a firm believer, you do not have to wait for the perfect astrology to start something. I am just a little bit OCD that I like to have like a date where I'm like, okay, it makes sense. This is the start of something. So I'm going to like start doing a lot of habit tracking, and hopefully just like track like how often I'm going to the gym, drinking water, doing my reflections. And I have some bigger like overarching goals that I'm going to start working towards as part of Capricorn season and start of the solstice. But in terms of like really specific ancient Yuletide traditions, nah, girl, I was like, I'm gonna like, I don't know, make some soup or something like that, drink some moon water and like call it a day.
Love it.
Honestly, that seems like a lot. Even like doing your reflections and like going to the gym, I was like, damn, that sounds exhausting.
Right.
Good for you. Good for you. You're doing it.
I've been thinking about, I think I want to try and like embrace winter this year. As like as a Canadian, I really hated being cold for a very long time, and I feel like I'm sort of like in the same way that like this year was kind of fighting off all the like things that I like, all my little walls and things that I'd built up, and like, you know, seeing where I was still kind of fucked up in the head. I feel like now's a good time for me to be like, okay, what do I actually like about winter, instead of just being like, no, winter's the worst season.
Right.
Like try to embrace the like the snow and the darkness, and like, I don't know, getting outside and having a nice crunchy cold walk.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm so happy to
nice
hear this, because you are Emily's very pro summer, and I'm not a big summer fan. I also run hot typically, so I do like the cold. I like fall and winter. And so I'm happy to hear you say that. I'm like, my mood this winter is very like hibernation. Like, I just want to like chill, relax, like indulge, self-care, cozy blankets, watch the movies, you know, like eat good food, and not over plan, like not over control, like keep things simple and easy. I'm just like, let's just take it like whatever, it'll happen. What I have family
Nice.
coming to town, and I'm like, I'm not planning a single fucking day. You guys can just tell me what you want to do and we'll do it. I don't care, you know. Just gotta
Wow.
keep it chill.
Yeah.
Love.
And like, I have a Capricorn moon, so usually I'm like, spreadsheets, itineraries. Yeah. Nope. not
Bus,
this-
club, another club, plane, right?
Yeah. Nope. This year I'm like, whatever, man.
That's great. Yeah. For the solstice, I think I've talked about this before, but some of my high school friends, or like middle school friends really, used to do a solstice party.
That's
And
fun.
yeah, which was fun. It was like, you know, we'd all like get drunk for the solstice, which was like
In
a
middle
fun way to
school?
do it. Oh no, they're friends I knew from middle school.
Oh, I was just like, okay,
Emily
well,
was
Canada has
one
very
of
loose liquor laws, I guess.
She's a bad girl.
But we would all, like, everyone was supposed to bring like a bottle of cheap red wine, and we'd pour it all in one big pot and yell mullet, mullet, mullet.
Love.
And I feel like maybe I'll make some mulled wine this year, just as like a little nod to that, because it was always, that was like a favorite tradition for me.
Oh, that's very fun. Listen, you like hit a lot of I think like witchy sort of
That's super witchy.
things there. It's like bringing in community.
Yeah,
you guys
exactly.
Are, like, you know, chanting,
Uh-huh.
big into chanting.
Chanting around the pot.
Around
Yeah.
the pot, a little cauldron. Like you're
Yeah.
mixing things together. Like, I mean, hey, it was always there. The witch was always within you.
Red
Yeah.
wine like looks like blood. It's so witchy.
Yeah. Ooh.
I love it.
So yeah, so that's my only plan. I think I'll make mulled wine and then like try to, I don't know, go outdoors or something.
Yeah, I like to burn stuff. I always have a bonfire. That's one thing
Nice.
I really like to do, because I am a Sagittarius. So I like fire. Yeah.
Nice. Well, should we draw a card?
Yes, Cole, you have a special deck to share with us today. Yes.
Yes, I have the lovely Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes, or Hug Hess, however it's pronounced. Thank you. I had to get a little joke in there. I've been too
That's
serious
right.
this whole
Stunning.
episode.
Oh my God. You're iconic.
And I guess I'll like. What? Ooh, okay, well, something came out.
Oh.
What
Uh-oh.
is it? What is it?
Okay, so 2 cards came out.
Stop.
The first one, Death.
Oh.
I mean,
The
that is-
winter card, really, you know.
I mean, that really just hits the nail on the head of everything,
Everything
we
you were
talk
talking about. Yeah.
And then, love, like the 3 of Cups. This is the 3 of us yapping right now,
Yeah,
saying
that's
all
us.
amazing, like spiritual things. So I would say Death. I mean, that's sort of like where we started.
Yes.
You know, that we were talking a lot about endings and just, I don't know, like the conclusion of all the shit going on in 2025. 3 of Cups. I love the 3 of Cups. I think it is just, you know, that sort of thought of like how, yes, 3 is a party. Is that what they say? 3 is a party? Or 3 is a crowd? What is
3's a crowd, but 3 is a party.
But 3
yeah,
is a party.
3's a party. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the nuclear ideal that hates 3. It's just like
Yeah.
duos are okay, but 3 is great. And they're just all happy. They're singing. There's a gorgeous little like yellow light around them. So I don't know. I would say like think about trios in your life and how they nourish you and like bring things together. And then I guess we'll just like, you know, one more little thought. Sorry, I like
love
3s. It's
it.
like one of my little.
Three,
It's
I mean,
perfect.
hey, talk about witchy.
Oh, and then
Oh, uh-oh.
oh my gosh, a lot of things fell out. Okay, well we got 2 more.
The card deck was like, "Fuck you and your threes."
Gag. The Tower.
Oh my god!
When you like earlier, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be the Tower.
Oh,
Because
the
it's been
Tower,
a
and then the
year,
Nine
this
of
is gonna
Cups.
be another.
Wow, the Nine of Cups too. This girl.
Love this. Love that. The chaos is necessary. Let it flip you upside down, toss you around like a little rag doll. But it's good. It's good. Nine of Cups. It's very like, oh, like it's just peaceful. It's like I've done the work. I've done what is necessary, and I think 2026. This is my intuition now, piecing this all together with the astrology. 2026 will be very fruitful for those of us who have really done the work, or at least acknowledged the work that needs to be done in 2025. Those of us who have been resisting the change or resisting the fight, or just sort of like being like, oh, it'll all be okay, falling in that escapist pattern. You're gonna feel it probably a lot harder next year. But those of us who have been, chugging along and doing what we need to do, I think we're going to see a lot of the seeds we planted this year make some very nice headway next year.
Yay. I love that. That's amazing. Those could not have been more perfect cards. Will you please take photos of those cards for us so we can post it on our Instagram?
Yes, I will. I don't know where my phone is. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Not right. You don't have to do it right this second, but
I know. If I put them away though, I'll forget. And I'll be like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Same.
Okay. Yeah, they're out. I'll remember.
So I know you have a big secret project coming up. We won't ask you details on that, but you said also before we started recording that you have a course coming up in the new year.
Yes.
That you're offering. How can people find out more info about it? Can you tell us a little bit about it? How can they reach you?
Yeah, so I've been working a bit behind the scenes on some, what I like to call like teach a person to fish kind of astrology. I'm working on a little bit of a master class on how to essentially just like read and decipher a chart, because I know astrologers are fucking expensive and it is a lot of information. And I think the way that the masses and like sort of it's taught, it is just so high level, so it's very interactive, it's very artsy. It's a fun little thing that I've just, a passion project of mine that I keep putting off and off and off. And then I also am going to be coming out with a little moon wellness kind of like reflection guide, because I think the moon over this year has become the most important placement in my chart, and I think in a lot of people's charts. I did a whole project in my grad school where I just spent a month looking at the phases of the moon and just sort of analyzing how I felt and the different changes I saw in society. So it's inspired me to dive deeper into how to actually work with your natal moon placement from a like emotional and like on a psychological level, as opposed to just being like, you're an Aries moon, you're impulsive, deal with it. It's like, okay, then, maybe you should go to the gym a little bit more frequently, Cole. Talking to myself if you got all this extra energy. So I've got those two little things coming out, and, just stay updated on the very super secret, exciting announcement, which will be happening in early 2026. Just follow me on Instagram, JK It's Cole, or TikTok, wherever you're listening from. It has been a labor of love, and it is very beautiful, and I'm very excited about it. So
exciting. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here and imparting all your wisdom and optimism. I feel
better. Like ready for 2026.
Yes,
almost, sort of,
bring
maybe.
Yeah.
I do what I can. Listen, when all these astrologers are talking doom and gloom, one of us has to at least have like a little cheery smile. So if it has to be me, then I will carry that cross.
Yeah.
You're willing and able. Yeah.
Thank you.
So we will tag you on our Instagram and link to your photos and everything as well there at Witchcast Podcast. We'll also link out to your accounts on our website at witchcastpodcast.com. So please check us out there. And also, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, you can email us at witchcastpodcast@gmail. But this will be our last episode for the year, and then we'll be back in a few weeks in the new year, post, with that Death Tower, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups energy.
Yeah. Whatever it may bring, we will be back in the new year sometime.
Eventually.
Once we come out of hibernation. And also, if you really enjoy us, if you want to leave us a little 5-star review and rating, that really helps and means a lot to us and would be a perfect Yule present for us. It costs you nothing.
It's free. It's a free action.
$3.99, girl. So please hit us up. That would be great.
Yeah, and until next time, Hex yeah!
'Cause it's Witchcast.